At this very moment, of a specific set of Colorado inhabitants, 29 individuals have passed away and nearly 9,000 persons have tested positive since the start of the virus. However, these folk are still being voided access to the vaccine in most situations. These people are prisoners. The information previously stated, founded by researchers of the Denver Post, provides an alarming fact into the current state of prisoners and their prioritization of the vaccination. These human beings are found being denied the vaccine, even though it has been stated on the Gazette, as well as a multitude of other sources, that outbreaks at prisons, jails, and other correctional facilities across Colorado account for 1 in every 24 cases of COVID-19 in the state. Nonetheless, Colorado inhabitants who are not in prison do not believe that those residing within the prison walls should be receiving the vaccines before themselves. They believe this will take away the opportunity for themselves to become vaccinated, which is indeed true. However, with the addition of the Johnson & Johnson one-time vaccine, I believe it may prove to be more beneficial for those behind bars to receive their vaccines first. According to the research stated by Heidi Ledford on her online article posted to the Nature website, the pharmaceutical giant Johnson & Johnson, otherwise known as J&J, of New Brunswick, New Jersey, announced that its vaccine was 66% effective overall in protecting against moderate to severe COVID-19 symptoms 28 days after trial participants received a single shot. Compare that to the information stated by researchers at Harvard that claim that both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are extremely effective, with a 95% success rate following vaccination. With this information known, it is obvious that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine has a lower success rate. Yet, it only takes a one-time dose comparatively to the 2 doses that the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines require. Because of this, I propose that the Colorado state government should shift all one-time dose vaccines to prisoners across the state. Implementing these vaccines to those within prisons would make it far easier for the stopping of the spread of the virus, as it is noted by Olivia Prenzel of the Gazette that of the 20 largest coronavirus outbreaks within the state of Colorado, 15 of them have originated within a prison within this state. The statewide numbers would drop significantly provided that those in prisons were to be vaccinated. And that's not to say that the general public won't be vaccinated as well, as my plan does not include the use of Pfizer or Moderna vaccines that have previously been mentioned to hold a higher success rate when it comes to the fighting off of COVID-19 symptoms. According to the information stated on Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment, over 3 million inhabitants have at least received one portion of some form of the vaccine, and anyone over the age of 16 may receive the vaccine provided they sign up for a specific time to receive the shot. This news, while exciting, forgets to mention the prisoners who are being left behind and forgotten about, even though they live in some of the most undesirable conditions and allows the virus to thrive without any hope to leave. The general public is allowed to travel across the state freely without consequences. It is easy for these Colorado inhabitants to travel to both of their doses of the vaccine. However, those in prison don't have a choice on the matter of where they receive this. All things considered, if this plan were to be put into play, the elimination of the increasing coronavirus rates within the state of Colorado would be found to become more prevalent as these COVID-19 hotspots become non-existent due to prisoners' resilience to the disease. And this process would not cause the government of the state of Colorado a great deal of financial trouble, as they were aware that they must vaccinate their prisoners at some point soon. So the implementation of this plan would just simply shift the prioritization of the persons of Colorado and not shift the financials. Yet, some may argue against the concept of prisoners receiving the vaccine before they do. However, as seen through a multitude of statements of information claimed throughout this report, it is shown that a great deal of benefits can come from the prioritizing of prisoners' vaccines within the state. Quite honestly, greed plays a great deal into the implementation of this plan, as many folk care to have themselves vaccinated as soon as humanly possible, rather than thinking towards who needs it first due to their increased vulnerability from their living situations. Colorado prisons have become a COVID hotspot, but if we get them the one-time dose vaccine, we can hopefully return to normal days, which I all know we miss a lot. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day.